Valhalla is one of the most beautiful and engaging visual novels I've had the pleasure to play. I've spent hours reading the slightly changing dialogue and the witty remarks of the interesting characters that are going through their own struggles in the fictional cyberpunk city called Glitch City. You play as Jill, a bartender serving drinks to customers, while a diverse, semi-customizable soundtrack plays in the background, and the soundtrack is obviously top-notch. Now, the gameplay mechanics may be a bit simple, but I was never bored, as you sift through the drink directory, which classifies drinks based on the content and type of drink it is, such as sour, bitter, manly, sweet, bubbly, promo drink, and etc, while you look for the perfect drink for your client's preference. Now, the drinks and the content slightly affect the dialogue and the character's mood, so you will get a little variation each time you play the game. Valhalla offers a rich and diverse cast of characters who we see interact constantly with both Jill and each other. But behind the quirky personalities that make up the world and the bar that we see stories that make them relatable, or at the very least understandable. We have sex workers having crises with their identity, we have employees dealing with harassment, we have family problems such as toxic or broken families, or children running away or rebelling, not to mention topics such as exploring sexuality, racism, corporate politics, and etc, all topics that are relevant in our day-to-day life now. The characters and their dialogue are honestly the two biggest selling points of this game, and a large list of selling points, to be honest. It has such a rich variation with the light humorous banter, it has pop culture references, it has fourth wall breaks, it has heavy dialogue, which is often seen at the pivotal moment in a character's arc. Valhalla, it has a nice balance, which makes the characters seem believable, they seem real, and they talk about stupid, random day-to-day stuff. But it also makes the emotional moments more impactful when they do happen. The game also occasionally shakes things up by having some breaks with characters, behind the bar, or perhaps there's a mini game, or back at your house. It's not always behind the counter, so there is some variation, or some moments where it shakes things up just a little bit to keep it fresh. Now, Jill, the main character, is no exception. She is meticulously fleshed out, not just through her moments behind the bar, but in her day-to-day routine. We see her waking up each and every day, reading articles, giving comments about them. These articles flesh out her, the city, the people in the article, and perhaps the characters in the game who wrote the actual article. We see her playing with her adorable cat. She's going shopping, deciding what she wants or needs. She's designing her room, changing the wallpaper. She's playing video games while paying bills and going for her own crisis, which ultimately wraps up at the end of the game. Valhalla is a well-crafted game where the environment, characters, dialogue, mechanics, they all tie together, along with the soundtrack, to deliver a top-tier experience. Listening to the characters and their problems is rewarding at the very end for multiple reasons. The satisfaction when you see a character reach a moment of clarity is breathtaking, not to mention, we have players who remember drinks and their preferences and help them on their journey. You'll be rewarded with secret characters occasionally showing up from other games, and also secret endings after the epilogue, where we see the character make their first step to their dream or on their journey. Valhalla is not a game where you simply make drinks, but it's one where you change lives, and I highly recommend everyone to play it.